What's up guys, welcome to this new series I'm trying out. If you're new to my channel, then I make a bunch of different videos on sneaker botting, tutorials, and live cops in general, so if you want to stick around, definitely subscribe. And this new series is going to be pretty much like an extended live cop. So I still have the live cop series where it's pretty fast paced and kind of like not showing much setup, just like going through the live cops, and it's pretty entertaining. While this series is going to be more like behind the scenes, kind of setting up tutorials and like kind of slower, so it might be a little more boring than the live cops, but a lot of people have requested something like this, so that's why I'm giving it a shot. So yeah, in this video I'm going to show you a lot about the setups for the actual drops, then running for the drops, then after the drops what happened, and how you can improve your setup, or how I should have improved my setup for the next drop. And I'll also take you through like selling shoes, going to UPS, that kind of stuff. So if that sounds interesting, definitely stick around, and yeah, this is the first episode. So I'm going to take you through this entire week, and the beginning of the week didn't really have many drops, but I'm going to start with Monday, and then we'll move on to the end of the week and show you some setup for the end of the week drops. So yeah, let me know what you think of the series, and let's get into it. What's up guys, since this new drop on Monday, I figured I'd come down here and show you some of my sneaker inventory. So I'm recording on my phone and the lighting's not that great, so I apologize. But down here I have about 80 pairs. It's kind of a mess because there's a bunch of other stuff in this room. But got about 80 pairs total, just full of everything, you know. Got Royal Toes, Jordans, just random things. A lot of Yeezys. All my Zions are down here. I think I've only sold like 2 or 3 pairs of Zions. I got this Toro, and this guy returned because he thinks it's worn. He said that's a worn stain. I really don't know, but that's just the return anyway. And then there's just a bunch of random stuff everywhere. So yeah, like these are Zions up there, and then it goes all the way down. So yeah, this is some of my sneaker inventory. If you want me to go through like each shoe, I can, I guess, but obviously not now. And I also have maybe like 20 pairs upstairs too. So yeah, that's pretty much just my sneaker inventory. So yesterday, Tuesday, I did go to the beach, but Shoe Palace didn't end up restocking, so they pushed the restock to today, which is Wednesday. So I'm going to take you through my setup a little bit here and show you what I'm running. So right now, Phantom's not really working on Shoe Palace, so I'm using Mercury, which the staff gave me a copy for a few days, so happy for that, so thank you. And this is how I got it set up. So with Shoe Palace, the two things to know is that the site crashes a lot, so the drops can go on for a long time, and also that they ban a ton of proxies. So you have to have a bunch of different proxy providers, or one that's really good that not many people use. So I've got a bunch of proxy providers here, and you know, they might work, they might not. I'm just going to be running tasks with all of them, and we'll see how that goes. Now you see it has enter product and cart cookie, and what that is when you actually add something to cart on Shoe Palace, you get a cart cookie. And basically, if you use that cart cookie, the tasks can go instantly to checkout and like complete the order, or try to. So many bots like Phantom, Mercury, all the basically big Shoe Palace bots, they have implementations for cart cookies. So if you get a cart cookie for a specific size, you just make a task with it and it should get automatically to checkout, bypassing all the add to cart and submitting info and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to set up some tasks real quick, and hopefully we have some working proxies here. Yeah, men's is apparently live, but grade school apparently loaded out of stock. Oh, I've got one on submitting order. Alright, so it's Wednesday evening right now, and I'm going to go over what happened. So as expected, the drop went on for a while, and they did ban a lot of my proxies, but between Hex, Leaf, Notify, basically all the sponsors of the channel, plus a few other providers like Unknown, I was able to find some working proxies and hit some slots for my friend, as well as a few pairs for my own. And that's all thanks to Mercury AAO, so thank you for lending me a copy for this week, because that was really helpful. So you'll see some of that footage in the live cop, but pretty much with Shoe Palace, you gotta let it run for a while because the drops last for a while. and you have to make sure you have some working proxies because they ban a ton of proxies. Now tomorrow we have another big Shoe Palace restock. We've got the Satins restocking, we've got the Smoke Grays restocking, so those are pretty big restocks, so hopefully I'll be able to hit as well on those drops. So I'm still a little bit unclear about what I should put in these videos and what I should put in the live cops, but you know, it is what it is. I'm just trying something out here. So I do have some one-on-one calls that I'm going to be doing now, so I'll leave you here. But tomorrow I got to go to UPS and also list a bunch of stuff online. So I'm going to take you along through that process and kind of show you some of the stuff that I go through. Alright, so we have another Shoe Palace drop in about 10 minutes. I basically got the same setup as yesterday, running Mercury on a server, and I have a bunch of different proxies. I messed around with some proxies there, so that's the only difference in my setup from yesterday. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Now I am expecting a long drop, so I might not be able to record it all because sometimes these drops go on for hours, and that's just an insane amount of footage to get. So I don't know how this footage is going to be, but I guess we'll see. Alright, so these Aimé Leon doors just dropped online, these collaboration with New Balance. So I got one green pair and one pink pair, both manually. I don't know how they're going to do, if they're bricks or not. I have no idea. Just one of the Cook Group owners just tagged everybody, so I copped a couple manually. So let's hope they resell. I don't know. I guess we're going to see what happens with them. Alright, so I just sold a few things. I'm going to go to UPS in a second. But one of the things I sold was these foam runners. I sold them for almost $500. So that's an insane profit margin, like over $350, $400 profit, which is pretty insane for just these. Now I was going to hold them longer, but there are some rumors that they might restock, and they easily could add more stock to these and put them on Yeezy supply. So I'm not really going to take the chance, and I'm just going to sell them because that's already an insanely high price. And you know, hopefully they don't restock, and I sold all the pairs of these that I have. So yeah, I guess we'll see what happens, but I'm not holding these any longer. What's up guys, today we have two drops. We have the Jordan 1 Zoom Greens, which I don't think are going to do that well, and they're dropping on, you know, quite a few sites. And then we've also got the Atmos A6 Sean Wotherspoon. It's like a triple collaboration there, and that's dropping on like a few sites and a few sites only, and that's going to resell for a lot, so I'm going for that. And as for the Zoom Green, I'm not really going to go too much for it, but I'm going to still take you through my setup for each one of those. So for the Zoom Greens, I was going to run Hibbit, but then I realized that I was too late to start my tasks already on Soul AO for Hibbit, so I'm just going to try to run at drop time, which isn't the ideal setup. You're supposed to start beforehand on a timer, but yeah, don't really have an option there, so I don't think that's going to go anywhere. And then I'm going to run sites like Social Status, Shop Nice Kicks, same thing with Kith pretty much. This is my task setup for all of them, just using the keywords. The cyber keywords are pretty good that they provide in the Discord. And then safe preload mode because it's a heavy bot protection site, and most of them are. And then I'm going to do the same for Kith. Kith has about like 270 stock or something, so pretty limited, and it's going to be pretty hard to cop. And yeah, I'm just running on my home computer so I can take advantage of my home IP. Because Shopify, they throttle, which is basically like a ban, they throttle a ton of proxies, so your home IP isn't likely to get throttled, so you can run a couple tasks on your home IP. So that's what I'm taking advantage of here. And then of course I have my CAPTCHA solvers. I have 2 checkpoint CAPTCHAs and 2 checkout CAPTCHAs. So you solve the checkpoint ones at add to cart, and then once your tasks get to checkout, you solve the ones in the checkpoint. Sorry, you solve the ones in the checkout afterwards. So yeah, that's pretty much my setup. Pretty basic setup, just using Cyber and a little bit of Soul AAO. See, so what I'm doing here is I'm starting my tasks a little bit early, you know, 3 minutes before the drop, to make sure I could actually get through the queue, because I want to judge how long the queue is, so that when I start my tasks to set up on safe preload, that I can actually get through the queue before the drop. Because if my tasks are just sitting in the queue at drop time, it's an L. So I just judged, and it was like 10-20 seconds, so not that bad. So I'm going to wait a little bit more to start. And I'll do the same thing on Shop Nice Kicks here. So that queue was really quick on Shop Nice Kicks, so I don't really have to worry about starting super early for either site. Of course, the garbage truck is coming now. You know, everything's just going great for my live cop. It's fantastic. So I'm mostly focused on Kith here, so if you see me ignoring the other stuff, it's that's why. Oh wait, bus. Oh, these checkpoint captures are absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. I'm getting screwed. There's no bosses in that. Man, this is atrocious. Look at these captchas. Terrible. I might have just won the award for the worst captcha by far. That captcha was absolutely atrocious. So that's also why you gotta have good captcha solvers, and should have probably changed it to a different one earlier, but it is what it is. Still pretty a tough drop anyway. So yeah, by the way, hopefully you're liking this extra footage of the setup and the drop recap. You know, I feel like it didn't really fit into the live cop, so that's why I put it in its own video. And yeah, hopefully it helps some of you out. Alright, I got a few of them. Let's hope they don't cancel me because they say they're going to cancel everybody. Hope not. Yeah, these addresses are jigged a little bit, so I might be okay with at least one order, but I guess we'll see what happens. Alright, so I got 2 instant cancels, and is that a third? No, alright. So I got 2 instant cancels and 3 order confirmations, so that means 1 is still standing. I assume since it didn't get instantly canceled, they'll ship that 1, and the 2 got canceled, so yeah, 1 is better than none, but yeah, it's unfortunate.